Hello everyone and welcome back to Clayford. We have a lot of stuff to do in this episode. First, we want to make sure that we send someone back to the loot stash to pick up all the rest of the stuff that is here. Well, minus the bones. So let's send Dagobert and just all of our cattle. I think that will just do the trick for us. We could send our dogs with him. Yeah, I think that's fine. That's fine. All right, then we need to give him some food. Give him a little bit of the eel meal, a bit of the regular meal. Actually, just the eel meal for Dagobert, and then the rest. Our animals can actually just eat barley. There we go. 325 food. Actually, let's give him one more roasted meal just in case we want to work a little bit the area while we're there. So let's accept that. And you guys can head out straight away. And then there are a few more things that we want to achieve. First and foremost, we want our settlers to be a little bit happier. And what better way to make them happier than to turn this into a Greathall. So let's go ahead. Whoa, didn't mean to go that high. Here we go. And place down what we need. We need some decoration. We're going to put the shields on the corners here. And then the weapon racks just next to them. Going to do the same over here for symmetry. Yep, symmetry, very important. And then I think we need a couple more stools. Caravan has left. Awesome. Settlers are exhausted and unhappy. Also okay. It's just how things are. And with that, we should be on the way to getting a Greathall. Let's have a quick look, making sure that is the case. I forgot what the color would be. Spare room, definitely not. Greathall, there we go. We need torches. Of course we need torches. And then 6 chairs or stools. We have that. We have a medium table. Good. So how many torches was it? 4. 4 is not too bad. We can definitely do that. And we're just going to go ahead. And again, symmetry reasons, we're going to put them equally on both sides. Torches, wall torches, not iron. We're going to stick with the regular wood torches on the inside of the outer wooden beams. There we go. I think that will be a good start. Somebody is chopping wood. That is awesome. And actually people are already building stuff. Even awesomer. All right, let's turn the overlay back off and then look at what else is going on. So we do want to prioritize them actually kind of wrapping up our food storage, because clearing out these rooms will be super beneficial for us. In addition, we are working on getting the workers done here, which is good to see. Not the workers, the armor done. Maybe I do need a break. Right. And other than that, things are just moving along. It is winter now. We do, I think, have enough food. We have 20 of the regular food. That is actually quite a ton. I am going to start prioritizing the lavish meals. We're going to produce 15 of those. Actually, we are... Where did my mouse go? There it is. I couldn't see it. I don't know if you guys could. Unda died. Oh no. Why? Alright, first things first. Oh. We want 15 of the lavish meals. Actually, let's just do 10 until we actually have enough material to make the lavish meals. And then we're gonna have a look where Unda is. Manage, nope. Overview. Jump to over here. Do we get any information? and thus Unda expired. Unda has given birth. Was that our only female dog? Benmir? You're the cat? Okay. Where are our dogs? We have one here. Male. Where is the other? All the way over there. Also male. And that is the end of our puppy production. Ugh. Okay. Okay. It is what it is. Fast forward through the night. We don't need to wait for them. Wait for the or slow walk through the night. But yeah, we will need to trade for another dog. Rough wine turned into aged fine wine. Awesome. That means we can block a few more of the rough wines, because now they have the better wine to drink, which will also make them happier. And them being happier will make me happier. 11, they can definitely finish that. 25. Aged fine wine, there it is. Another pile of rough wine. Rough wine is partially used. Okay. I think that will be a good start. You also rough wine 10 days until you ferment. And 2 days. Good. Overall, I think they should be doing just fine. What is that? Compote. Well, interesting. All right. Let's have everyone rush a little bit again. Let's have a look also into the region. We're halfway to that spot, which is good. And I think, yep, that is probably dog meat. Nope, wolf. Good, good, good. Wait, what are you? Whatever you took. Linen, linen. Okay. Not entirely sure why there was linen just laying around. But I guess I'll... Wait, the dog is gone. That is gone. Does it not? Maybe that's not a wolf. Hold on. Lever... dog. Oh boy. Right. Let's have another look also at who is good at marksman. Marion, it's probably you. And you're close by. So let's go ahead and have you attack that wolf. There we go. A little bit more meat for the colony, which will definitely be very useful. Do we have anything else? We could try to hunt a boar. You know what? Let's try it. Okay, come on, you can do this. Couple shots, boar dead, we're happy. Why are you running towards them? Okay, one shot, run away. Another shot, come on. Okay, run, 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 run. Okay, nothing happened. Shoot. Come on. You more. You can do this. How are you such a bad shot? There we go. Boar is down. And while we're out hunting, let's go and go after the wolves. Where are you running to? Such a bad shot. Damn. Alright, first one down. Second one down. Third one. Third one down. Okay, you don't need to be drafted anymore. We allow the rest of the wolves. Hunting has been completed. Crazy. Let me quickly... Anyways, so with that out, you probably just noticed that might be the screenshot for today's episode, because that will help us getting through, well, the shortage of, hold on, of the food that we're currently facing. Marianne, come on. We are taking those two down as well. Here. Come on. Such a bad shot. There we go. Let's allow you. Let's look for the other polecat. Up there. There we go. Polecat down as well. And now you can be undrafted. And at the same point, settlers are suffering from the cold. That's you. Okay. Sorry, mode. Research is available though. That is kind of good. Even better, caravan has arrived at the destination. Loot? Oh, we can't enter? We can't enter. Alright. So, let's take all the clay. We'll take... We don't need the dirt. We can take all the hay. We'll take the sleeping spots, the liver, limestone, I guess only one. Don't need the sapling. We'll take the tallow. Okay, we still have a little bit of stuff left. So let's take the saplings after all. We could take the sticks. Can we take everything? We can take basically everything except for the bones. All right, let's accept that. Yeah. And then go back. I think that was pretty efficient. All right, we do need to make sure the dogs, the wolves are actually transported in. I also want the polecats to be done the same way. No polecats. Okay. Maybe they have been already taken in. Cool. Anyways, someone is digging down here and they're digging fast. I keep forgetting we are actually on a, well, not on a mountain map, which is definitely useful. And then we're already able to lock off this room again. Jonathan is doing a great job at just moving all the soil away. And then we should already plan ahead. We need a path through here, a path through here, path through there, and a path through there, which makes me actually think you should be moved one further out, two further out. Nah, you know what? It's actually gonna be okay. So let me place you back in, undo everything I've done, and we're just going to shift it slightly so it still makes sense, hopefully at least. Nope. No. Path through here. Then technically we're right on the door. So instead we're going to put two paths here, and then one more here. Now that makes me think again. Hold on. At some point I will have a plan, I promise. Alright, let's do it like that. We're gonna overcompensate with wooden beams because it'll be what is quite useful for us in the long run. Alright, here we go. Room created, Greathall. Awesome. Let's have a quick look. Not that there's anything special about it right now. And there's a ton of crap laying around. Sorry about that. But yeah, we'll definitely need to work on that. Our north arrow is also coming in finally. Awesome. Still have research available. with the Greathall, people are eligible to be a bard. That's also cool. And then it might be worthwhile considering placing some bookshelves down here already. All right, we're absolutely gonna do that because that will clear up some of the junk in the Greathall, and I will be grateful for that. Oh, jokes intended, and we do not want to put them on these walls because these walls will actually be torn down. And this will need to be a door. Where is it? There we go. Door on the inner side. And then we can start to remove the wooden beams that we have just placed in here. It should be stable enough, right? If only I would remember. Yeah, I don't quite trust it. So let's go ahead and undelete, if I can actually select them, which I cannot. Huh. Okay. What if I do this? That works. Okay, cool. I want them to build the wooden supports first, and then we're gonna remove the sides again. But then I can't actually build it through it if I place them here. Oh my goodness. All right, how about this? You're doing a pretty good job at just chopping away all of the meat. And the meat is being smoked, which will make it last for longer. Awesome. That will definitely help us. More fox leather out here. I don't quite know why you're not in there. That would explain it. Material. All the materials. Nice. So Greathall, yeah, we've seen that. Points of interest available. We're not picking up the bones, because, yeah, definitely don't need that. Prisoner stash, banner, wolf pelt. Might actually be just nice to have them out here. Advanced research table, that is kind of the one I was looking for. Banner, wolf pelt. There we go. And then we'll take the advanced research table and install it in our basement library. And of course, I blocked it. Boy. I very much appreciate all of you guys who are watching me. Do a lot of crazy stuff and keep redoing stuff over and over again. All right. The gaps have been created. We're putting the wooden beams back in. One here, one there. Nothing seems to have collapsed above. Good. And we're still on top of the wooden beams that are above us as well. Hostile animals. Oh, that's a lot. Sandra, what is your marksman skill? 10. Marion, you as well. Come on, both of you. We're gonna go hunting. Even though it is in the middle of the night again. Oh, there's one up there. Definitely gonna go for that one. If I can select you. Okay, one down. The other one has taken down a deer, which I do not appreciate. But we are definitely gonna take all the food you gave us. Second one is down as well. That is actually kind of nice. Because food sources are kind of just coming in. It's down as well. Let's unblock you. And then go ahead and attack you. You're done. You're done. Alright, don't flee, please. Rope in the cattle. Alota, you take the next one. Eva, you can take the next one. Alright, Sendrit. Was this all the ferocious animal? I don't think so. There is one more. At least one more. We can definitely go for you. Wild and aggressive. There's one more down there. Don't know if you count as one of the wild animals. Okay, this one is done. Animals have been dealt with. But since we are here, let's take out that last wolf there. Go. And now you guys can be undrafted. I'm gonna unlock you as well. Actually, each one of you can just pick one up. And then, ooh, how did you get blocked? And you high priority as well. That is a ton of food for us. Not too bad, not too bad. All right. Where were we before that happened? We do have a ton more stuff here now that just needs to go into storage. Do we have storage for it? I think we're pretty full. Actually, we do have some more storage. We should create a different space for dung. Let's do that. Clear that out. Actually, we do have a different space for dung, no? Yeah, we do. Why aren't you very high priority? Our dogs can deal with it. Dog. Sad. Oh boy. Alright, the door is in. And we can actually add a few more walls to that room. I also have put in some of the shelving, which I appreciate. There we go. Wooden beams are in as well, meaning we can take down more of these walls. And these walls too. Pretty good. Do have still another wooden beam in the middle here, and then one here. I don't think we need you, do we? Does make me actually a bit nervous to take that one down. So let's keep the central wooden beams in there. Call it an architectural element of the beautification of our village. Something like that. Alright. In addition, more flooring. Oh, not in that corner. Because you need to be a wall. There we go. And then things are coming along. Nice. Alright. We do have a ton more research points available. I don't think we're gonna spend them in this episode. But overall, I think we're doing pretty well now in terms of food and everything with our settlers. Meat is still being processed. I like that. Ferocious wildlife. We've dealt with that, I thought. Points of interest still available. It might be worthwhile trying to go and, well, talk to one of our neighbors. Hold on, actually. The advanced research table. That will actually go very nicely on this corner. And then our regular research table. Rotate it around. Here we go. We'll go perfectly next to it. What? Forbidden? What do you mean forbidden? Ah, I see, I see. Alright, let's remove this and then we place it afterwards. I'm hoping you guys can still get out of here. Friendly visit. Let's see who's coming. Chaplain, we do not have a church. Sorry, mate. Would love to have you hang out and give our settlers happiness, but yeah. Like I said, not happening. Alright. Regular research table can go there. And then maybe the other one could go just here. I think it's a 2x3. We'll see. We'll see when we unlock it. Alright. We are done. No, not here. Yep, here. The 3D layers sometimes are hard to deal with. Okay, I had put it down. Good, good, good. So the only piece missing right now is this one. I guess we could have left it, moved this wall further back as well, but honestly, I think overall we're just fine here. Alright, until we have, let's say 30. Yes, we have no one to actually deal with this, but I guess that is fine. Just need to keep an eye on when they are done with the regular research table, so I can set you back up to doing research, and we're going to set you to, I want to say level 50. Not level 50, until we have 50. That should give us a good amount of overhead. And we should also be able... Why is it only a spare room, actually? Anyways, place a... Can't place you here. Cannot place you here. Yeah, you can't be placed here either. Place you there. Gonna leave this open for a potential heat source, and then we're just adding a few more there. All right, so let me have a look now that stuff seems to have changed. Where's our library? There. One basic research table. Yeah. Scholar's lectern. Of course we need another building. How could it be any different? All right. Let's have a quick look. Who is the best in speechcraft? You like speechcraft at least, so that's not too bad. 119, Jonathan. I think Jonathan is the one. Ooh, you love speechcraft. A lot of. You are our cook, though. You're also our cook. So I think Alotta, we're gonna send you out with a bunch of stuff and trying to see if we can negotiate something with our neighbors. So region, yep, we're just gonna go to you. You are the closest, so let's do that. It'll be Alotta, and we're gonna take all of our cattle for transportation purposes. And then obviously you need some stuff, first of all, to keep yourself fed. Actually, lavish meals don't make that much sense. We have 21 roasted meat. Okay, all of our animals get to eat roasted meat, I guess. Now let's pick up not 100 barley. Let's pick up 30 barley. We could also sell part of this, so I think that'll be overall quite good. Could sell the roasted meat, actually. Let's take 15. And then see what else we have to sell. We're not selling this. Backgammon table could be nice. Yeah, let's keep it. We can't sell you. None of you. The summer clothes and winter clothes we could sell. The campfire we can sell. Prisoner's stash, we have one extra, so let's sell you. Mechanical components, we're gonna keep you. Fine wine, yeah, we're not selling you. We have 120 smoked meat. Damn. Alright, let's take 50 of Chronicles. We could sell some of our research. Wine. Do have a ton of that. Let's pick it all up. The tainted stuff is something that I actually completely forgot, but we definitely need to deal with around here. And then could sell some leather. I don't want to sell the leather. We'll take the gold coins. Let's take a bit of salt, just in case they want to buy that. Let's give 100 back, because you are actually not that heavy. Okay, 300 salt it is. Okay, what else? What else? Everything else is just too cheap. That gives us 1,200 gold for barter. I mean, part of it are our animals. So, yeah, definitely not dealing with that. But let's go ahead and send you out. Right. In the meantime, I think it is worthwhile. Did we actually grab the haze? I don't think we put them into our inventory. Ah, bummer. I was gonna say, in the meantime, we should place down our... Look how clean this is starting to get. Our coinment. So let's have you go actually right there in this corner. Right next to our smokehouse. I think that'll be fine. Visitor, still running around. Seal. Oh, you're from our other colony, I'm guessing. Yeah, not really. But I will take it. Alright, things are coming along. Is anyone actually trying to actively recruit this guy? Soothsayer Builder. Not what I wanted. Slept in a prison cell, +1. Cool. Where? Recruited 47%. Next attempt in 0 hours. Last attempt successful. Okay, somebody can start recruiting them again. Everyone is going to bed. Also fine, I'm not going to complain about that. Sleep is important. I also can start putting the walls in down here. What is going on? Yeah, okay. Again, things are coming along. Oh, look at that. You actually get a lavish meal. 9 lavish meals. Darn. You're living the good life. I hope our settlers are actually going there to eat. So I said feel pretty bad for them. Alright, we do have more entertainment. I don't think we're going to do that. In order to get the Scholar's Lectern, we actually need the Research Table 2 to be unlocked. So that is good to know. What else could we unlock? Stone block cutting, wooden weaponry, probably be the best next call. Dagobert, not that you're good at anything. You're not too bad at marksmanship, actually. Do you not have a weapon, Alota? Huh. Anyways, I think we need to stock up on our weaponry. So that is just something to take care of. Let me actually have a quick look. Sandred, you are our... primarily, you are a cook. Good. That will definitely help. And could someone please move these things? I just want them out of the way. They shouldn't be out here to decompose. Right. Besides that, things in here are kind of coming along. So I do like that. The apparel is coming in here. What are you storing? You're storing clothing and hats. Why don't we have you store clothing and hats? Why aren't you storing all clothing? Okay. And then one thing that we need to do specifically in here is Settlers are suffering from cold. That's fine. Let's go to dismantle. Bound. We're gonna set you forever, and then we're gonna edit you to just be the tainted clothing, because that, no matter what the percentage is, I want to be gone. Ambush. Another ambush. Right. I think we're gonna run back. Running back doesn't actually seem to have negative effects, and we're back here. Alright, let me go ahead and save this. Here, you can see the map seed in case you want to play this map as well. And all I have to say is thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.